Welcome students. Now we concentrate about the topic helium neon laser. Before we discuss about the helium neon laser, first we know about the laser. A laser is a device that emits light through a process of optical amplification based on the stimulated emission of electromagnetic radiation. The abbreviation of laser is light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Next, characteristics of laser. Laser radiation has the following characteristic over ordinary light source. They are directionality, monochromaticity, coherence, intensity and brightness. Directionality. The laser beam is highly directional, which implies laser light is of very small divergence. In this figure, the ordinary light spreads in all directions, but in laser it is highly directional, that is, the laser light spread only in one direction. Coherence. It is an important characteristic of laser beam. The laser radiation is highly coherent, which means the emitted of light waves are constant relative phase. The waves of light in a laser beams are in phase with one another at every point. Next, monochromaticity. Whereas in ordinary light like mercury vapor lamp, many wavelengths of lights are emitted. But in laser beam is highly monochromatic. The wavelength is single. That is, the width of laser beam is very narrow. Next, intensity. Intensity means number of photons per unit area. In laser, the number of photons concentrate in single direction is high. So, the intensity is high. Because of this monochromaticity and intensity, the brightness of laser is also high. Now comes to the topic helium neon laser. The helium neon laser is based on the principle of stimulated emission. Stimulated is the one of the important process of laser, and the laser is produced in the active medium of gas. The following points are the characteristics of helium neon laser. It is a glass laser type. The mixture of helium and neon acts as an active medium. In this laser, electrical pumping method is used. The neon acts as an active center. Finally, the wavelength of the helium neon laser is 632.8 nanometer or 6328 Armstrong. Next, we have to see about the construction of helium neon laser. It consists of gas discharge tube made up of quartz. This tube is filled with the mixture of helium and neon under 1 mm and 0.1 mm of mercury. The ratio of helium-neon mixture is 10:1. The fully reflecting and partially reflecting concave mirror fixed at the left and right ends of discharge tube. Also, the end faces are tilted with the Brewster angle and are called as Brewster angle window. The Brewster window help to produce plane polarized light. The following figure represents the working of helium neon laser. By the electrical discharge in the gas tube, the ground level helium atoms are excited to higher energy level S0 and S1 as shown in figure. The excited helium atoms collide inelastically with the ground state neon atom, and the ground state neon atoms having close energy level as that of the helium atoms. By the collisional transfer method, the helium atoms at S0 give up their excitation energy to the ground state neon atom. Thus, the neon atoms are go to the energy level 5s in the figure. Similarly, the helium atoms at S1 give up their energy to the ground state neon atom, and the neon atom goes to the 4s state. Since the 5s and 4s of neon atoms are metastable state. The population inversion takes place at these levels. Any one of spontaneously emitted photon will trigger the laser action. In this figure, the stimulated emission takes place between 5s and 3p, gives a laser light of wavelength 6328 angstrom or 632.8 nanometer. Similarly, the emission takes place between 5s and 4p level gives 3.39 μm. Another 4s and 3p level, it gives 1.15 μm of wavelength. And from 3p to 3s, fast radiative transition takes place. Finally, the neon atom returns to the ground state. After arriving the ground state, once again neon atom are raised to 5s and 4s state by excited helium atoms. Thus, one can get continuous output from the helium neon laser. Some optical elements placed inside the laser system are used to absorb the infrared wavelength 3.39 and 1.15 μm. Hence, the output of helium neon laser contains only a single wavelength of 6328 angstrom. Last, we have to see the application of helium neon laser. The helium neon laser is used widely in commercial and industrial applications. It is used in holography, also used to find the size of tiny particles, and it is used in open air communication. The helium neon laser commonly used in laboratory demonstration of optics. Thank you.